Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur IMD224 and I'm from the Faculty of Information Management class IM11048. And now we will be presenting about our group project assignment, which is a departmental record center. And the name of our company is Athenaeum Berhad Record Center. So our group consists of 5 members, which is Alia Patisha binti Muhammad Asari, Muhammad Haris Safri bin Zulkifli, Nur Alia Sofia binti Abdul Karim, Nur Uzma Aiman binti Sainuri, and Siti Aisyah binti Muhammad Ihsan.
My name is Nur Alia Sofia binti Abdul Karim. For this slide, I would like to explain about introduction. For the introduction, there are 3 types of record center, namely national, departmental, and commercial. The type selected is the departmental record center. Our company, Athenaeum Record Center, purpose to create a departmental record center to create to the need of the company and organization. For our record center, prospect client is public. The reason for creating an agency that needs to be there, the department record center, is to ensure the smooth running of the company's administration and security record are moved or destroyed on a regular basis. That can keep the storage area clean and can be accessed. That can also find record quickly, saving time and resources. For the overview, the main purpose of Internet Berhad Record Center is to protect customer personal information. Bank record must be kept secure of electronic in accordance with the retention policy. Our all-in-one solution is streamline document management process and made it easy to keep track of customer record throughout their life cycle. For all client document management needs, we offer record keeping, online record management, document imaging, and secret shredding. We provide service for bank record keeper, personal record, and so on. For organizations that suffer from a lack of strong space for product record staff and customers do not how to manage and maintain record, do not how to classify record and security problem can choose Athenaeum Record Center to deal with the following problem. We will give our best. The Record Center purpose is provide solutions to agencies such as a record keeping and record keeping service and provide a good space and place for record management. Also provide good security and make sure no demand is also always in good condition and type of record that are semi-current record. For the customer prospect, we focus on our bank records. Customer from the organization which is Bank, CIMB Islamic Bank Berhad, Holiong Bank, and Bank Islam Malaysia. For our motto is committed, secure, security, and inspiring. This is because we want to provide the best service and be the best record keeping system. Our management will guarantee that all the record that will be kept and secured. It is because our record center will apply a variety of security elements to ensure that the record is in a safe condition and can prevent any damage like fire and flood. For example, by installing automatic emergency alarm and closed circuit television, which is a CCTV. For our vision is to be a leading and premium record center that provide a full service along with efficient and systematic record keeping to departmental organization for public bank that trust our service. Make the Athenaeum Record Center combine stable growth, fixed income, and regular risk management with rational management in customer administrative, financial, and banking record. For the mission, our main purpose of this record center is to provide the management of high quality record keeping service at affordable service price to all banking companies. Our record center wants to do their best in management of their records, in a proper and systematic manner. Our team management will also ensure that all record managed in our record center are secure to deliver satisfaction and joy to customers while using the service, and always in good condition and reserve damage. Safe and store our record with high quality and effective facility technology, and to deliver satisfaction and joy to customers while using the service. What the objective is, first, to receive and administer all record in whatever format what are retrieved from current record system. Second is to provide a reference survey based upon the record. Third, to dispose of all the record held in accordance with disposal schedule and plan, to ensure that data protection and help customers manage their record. The primary goal of record management is to maintain extension and overhead costs as low as possible, bring and maintain efficiency in office operation, to keep version required accordance with various law and comply with the law needs, to make the performance of the record function easy. Last but not least is to provide the security and safety of record. For current business is that we choose in Athenaeum Record Center is, for the first one is receipt of record to the center and strong and maintenance of record. There are several core record center business. For Athenaeum Berhad AB is the strong and maintenance of record. Record should be kept in an appropriate manner, which means keeping the record in a secure state. At the same time, the record has problems such as having fungus and dust moth low maintenance, to ensure that the record will not be damaged and can be used for a long time because it has value for the company. The next is reference and asset for record. The core of the business is reference and assets to record. This is important because it allows staff within the company to gain access to record. All our record can be accessed and used as a references, but some record require permission from the person who has a responsibility to give permission. For the third is appraisal for record with enduring or permanent value. The appraisal is the process of distinguishing record of the continuing value for business purpose and for historical research purpose from those of not visible value. This allow for the latter to be disposed of appropriately. Enduring value is the ongoing usefulness or significance of record based on the evidential, administrative, financial, legal, informational, and historical value that justify the permanent retention of record. For the fourth is preservation and record keeping. As we know, semi-current record is not need to keep in office or any place. So our record center have preservation and record keeping service to maintain and monitor record. For last but not least is record should be kept simply and in accordance with the needs of the business office. Semi-current record will be searched we need and will be stored according to the client requirements. For this slide is organization structure. We have record manager, record supervisor, administration, storage and processing, security, reference and access. That's all for me. Thank you. I will pass for next slide to the next presenter.
Next is collect the information about record systems. In record survey, we already visited the CRC in Kuala Lumpur. We direct the research on how community records are conducted so that we can use the things we think about for our own records management. The site visit for the record center is Athenaeum Berhad Record Center at Section 31 Kota Kemuning in Shah Alam, Selangor. The way to supervise record appropriately and productively is the same as the way to manage customers formally and friendly. and the equipment and focus efforts for record security used by regular record places to keep it away from any bad results as the distribution center. We can predict the ways to advance our community of record by providing our authority site, which can be accessed and used by our customers to contact us. We use literature material as a reference to establish the record center to improve our knowledge and skills in records management. Crowd Records Management Malaysia also offers the data consultancy services, helping organizations manage the practicalities, legalities, and risks of coping with increasing quantities of corporate data outcomes. The record centers serve people by providing low-cost, secure, centralized record storage services by employing modern and scientific records management practices, available to store inactive, semi-active, and permanent records from all administrative records that are retrieved frequently because of the current fiscal year of calendar year, and non-record materials should not be transferred to the record center. Athenaeum Berhad Record Center also uses the Crowd Management Center as an internal approach reference other areas and rules. Disposal is a method document discarded. There are two types of removal plans. General removal plan, which covers all common authority reports to the entire organization, and the office removal plan. All disposal plans are maintained in the community of records. Representative may be responsible in the works which has to do with records. The disposition action that we conduct in our record center has its own schedule, which means the records and archives institution document decisions are about the disposal of files. Moreover, record officers should be issued about the specific schedule related to their own agency, and those responsible need to be taken by them for seeing that closed files has been transferred to the record center at the proper time. Hence, the supervisor officer of the record center should notify the record center if there are specific reasons why the record should be retained for periods other than those identified in the schedule. Next, estimate the average amount and series of conventional, electronic, for current, semi-current, and non-current records so that the size of your proposed record storage area can be accommodated for 10 years and more. Next is deciding on a physical site for the record center. This is our location that we chose for our record center, which is Athenaeum Berhad. Athenaeum Berhad Center Record Section, which is at Kota Kemuning, Shah Alam, Selangor. The building was near the Maxis Communication Berhad. So, for the transportation system, we use our own transportation as lorries and van. It is easier and saves times for us to transfer record to specific destinations. Moreover, our record center needs about 3 vans because vans are used in transferring medium amounts of records. Next, one is lorry. Lorry is provided in the record center to use in transferring large number of records. Next is communication systems. In communication system, for the physical access of communication with high-speed broadband networks has been provided for communication with a network that customers can acquire directly through an online platform or WhatsApp and Telegram or internet lines like Gmail. Communication between record centers and users can be reached via telephone lines such as telephone or fax to communication between record center staff and Athenaeum Berhad branches outside of Kuala Lumpur.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Harris Afri. So I'm going to present my point, which is 5.0 and 6.0. 5.0 is about constructing or adapting a building for use as a record center. We have a building rental and renovation. So the Athenaeum Record Center building is an area leased to meet the operating need on this record center. This building, I was thinking about the design is very modern, and the interior is modern, and what kind of we call as we using glass packet in for the exterior, and also any other deck we use any grade for of high material to prevent any action, because when we use high grade material, can cause the building is for super in its for good condition. So let's see for the floor plan. So I designed the floor plan. We have the two floor plan. For the first floor, we have waiting room, we have counter service, we have what we call as uh, uh, a lift, and then the other and the area for the bay area, easy to manage. The record coming from the truck and to transfer to storage room. So that's how we thinking after we design the floor plan. So for the second floor, so we have two floor. For second floor, we put the what we call as chef area, and we have office, we have meeting room. So any kind of meeting can be held on there, and the office is also there, because why we put in the what we call in the second floor, because it's easy to go to chef area and easy to manage in there. In case we got any kind of emergency, so our staff can be alert and can save our file or document or record other on that. So that's how we think. So any kind of emergency, we are ready for that. So we have a toilet for convenience for our, and then we have pantry for our staff. So it's really convenient for our staff to what we call to work in there. So that's for the point 5.0. So for 6.0, we have SWOT analysis. So I made a 4 point. We have strength, we have weakness, we have opportunities, we have traits. So what is the strength? So I think for the first trait we got is the location. When we look at the location, it's located in Shah Alam. And when you know about Shah Alam, it's a urban central city. The population is very density is very high, and there are many public hospitals there. So that's why we think is the best chance for us to be a record center on there. So for the second opportunity is about the organized. So we have many staff and workers are very, very what we call as experienced, good experience. They have many kind of diploma and other than that. So they're good in job. So we are really what we call really organized. So that's, that is a really advantage for our company, and that is what become a strength. So lastly, we have about uniqueness. So when we're talking about research center, so many people think this is profitable, what we call as organization. Yes, because when you do something for business, you gain profit. So let's see what are the weakness. So you know, every company has a weakness. So we have found our company have a lack of capital. So that is our what we call our weakness, because when you into the this job, this business, you must know the lack of capital will become your main weakness and your main problem. So you need to know how to manage the weakness. So for the second weakness, we have about the lack of resources. So you have to know we are still new company, and then there are still lack of our resource. There are not many resources, so people will consider use or not. But don't worry, we have opportunity for that because we are located in central of the city. So our research center can be grow so fast depending on the place, because when people manage to come here, they know about it and they spread around the city, then we know how to spread this business. So what is the trick? So every business have a trick, and we found our trick is the higher maintenance to maintain this building, because there are so many high frame, what we call as material, resources, and equipment to maintain, because we need to be on the best condition. So we have to maintain this, and this is highly costing. So what the next is about competition. So meaning when we are in the central of the city, there are many research center there. So we need to fight. We need to what we call competition with them. So to make our research center is one of the best in the region. So that's all for me. Thank you very much.
Next one is establishing a full record service. Our company, Athenaeum Berhad Record Center, will launching a program on 15 February 2022. So the person that will be involved is the employee of Athenaeum Berhad Record Center, newspaper press, and the manager of the finance. The place that will be held is at Athenaeum Berhad Record Center building. So how we will be launching the program? First, the promotion will be held in a public area such as shopping mall, and we will be promoted through social media and produce the printed form of advertisement such as invitation cards, flyers, and posters. So next one is the tentative of the launching program. For the first one is 9:30 a.m. is the arrival and the registration of the guest. On 10 a.m. is the short briefing to the guest. On 10:45 a.m. is the start of the event. On 11 a.m. is the talk segment from the record administration of Athenaeum Berhad Record Center. On 11:30 a.m. is the talk segment from the representation of the agency involved. On 12 p.m. is the Q&A session. On 12:45 p.m. is the official launching, and 1 p.m. is the photo session. And last but not least is 1:15 p.m., which is launch and the end of the event. Next one is caring for record in a different format. For the first one is the temperature and humidity. The temperature of our record room will be set up from 50 degrees to 70 degrees. The media other than paper will also be adapted to room temperature and humidity prior to use, usually from 24 hours to 48 hours. So the next one is lighting. The lighting that we use for our record center is full-scan lamp and warehouse light. We also have an emergency backup lighting. The next one is TIF. So our record center is served in a restricted area with good security. The record is also safe in electronic system. The next one is fire control. The record center is equipped with advanced antivirus system, includes smoke detector and fire detector. This is also not to forget our main equipment, which is fire extinguisher, automatic sprayers, and fire alarm board. Next one is the pest control. So the record center consult pest control specialists from time to time. Last but not least is disaster control. So the record center is equipped with fire and flood prevention and detection device for a better safety.
Thank you, Nuzma Iman. My name is Siti Aisyah Mitul Maisan, and I'll be proceeding with the next point, which is determining a plan for costing services. Firstly, salaries and wages. There are 9 job positions in this RC, which make a total 11 staffs. These 9 job positions are records manager, record supervisor, administrator, storage and processing, references and access, senior security and transport manager, security and transport manager, senior clerk and clerk. All these positions has different salaries each. The total of salaries of all positions for 12 months are 451,200 ringgit. Next is building rental. It includes 3 elements, which is building costs, utilities for a year, and renovations, which total up to 450,000 ringgit. Lastly, facilities and equipment, with total cost for facilities and equipment are 806,000 ringgit, which a whole for security system, office equipment, records materials, temperature system, van and trucks, and Wi-Fi. The total cost of the elements are 1,707,200 ringgit. Lastly is conclusion. Promotional activities that Athenaeum came out is advertisement, such as make an advertisement on the television to attract more agencies to use services provided by this record center. Other than that, the record center can promote the record center through social media such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Lastly is direct marketing, which the record center can come out with other engagements such as making infographic posters, brochures, and pamphlets. For future enhancements, the record center targets to open more branches in every state in Malaysia. In 5 years later, more branches to open in Melaka, Pulau Pinang, and Johor. Lastly, creating additional building at the first branch to enlarge the capacity of records that can be kept. In conclusion, Athenaeum Center can be one of the best record center in Malaysia. That's all from my group. Thank you for listening.